All right, guys, so for anybody who sees me, who sees this in a few minutes, understand the YouTube app crashed 3 times on me. I went ahead and reset my phone. I just restarted the whole thing. It wouldn't even shut down. The app completely crashed on me. So for guys who see this later, I do apologize if you missed out on the second half of the live stream. I do apologize. Out of my control. It wasn't the Wi-Fi. The actual app completely froze up and crashed. Marcel. Yeah, so that's all that went on. So that's why I couldn't get in. I was like, what the heck's going on? And the complete app just crashed 3 times in a row. I reset the phone. I'm like, I'm done with it. But this is why I do it in there. It's my fine man. Okay. not into kids, the thing. So let's see. We'll wait on some more guys to go ahead and get in here before we actually start hanging out again, because I don't want to miss any questions or, you know, what. Make sure some people have time to get back in. Now the app has crashed. My son's out here with me today. He's down there with me hanging out now. He's messing with all the stuff. See him in there, chilling out with us. So again, sorry about that, guys, who all see it. I do apologize. The stupid app just crashed on me. Whatever. So this is Sam Adams Oktoberfest beer. I usually only get it once a year, obviously, because Oktoberfest. I used to go to Germany every year, and I've been to like Carnival and stuff in Germany. It's a lot of fun. So gotta spend a little bit of time in Germany once in a great while. I haven't been there in a couple of years since me and my wife were dating, and that kind of sucks because I love going to Europe. It's so much better. You know, it's a different culture, especially for me being that was a history major in college. Getting to see all the old history. No, put that down. That's not for you to play with. Give me it. Nope, you don't touch that at all. Period. Shut the door. He's grabbing one of the little soft wheel brushes and rubbing it all over the ground. So that ain't happening right there. You know what I mean? You hate beer. Okay. Nathan, say hi. There he goes. There he goes. He's saying hi to you. What was the MSRP, Adam? I think it was around $39,000. Somewhere around there, Adam. I want to say it was like that. I have the MSRP still, the sticker, the window sticker. Let's go out here and see if I can find it real quick. My son sees the plane flying over, going in here in Orlando International. I don't know if you guys can even see that. See it? No. My son's having a good old time. Let me see. I think it's still between the seats, so I'm gonna look and see if I can find it real quick. Let's hop in the van here. There we go. Let me see. I'm pretty sure it's over here. I'll let you know in a second, buddy. That might not be it. I don't know. Let me look. No, this is like a inventory type thing. I don't know what it is. Yeah, it's just an inventory thing. No, we're not going in here, Nathan. Get out. Go. We're not getting in the car. Go. I'm sorry, but it was right around $39,000. We got it for way cheaper than that, though. We got it out the door with tax tag and title for only $34,000. They really screwed up the money financially. Let's put it that way. And we won out because of it. I mean, you have it at sticker price at $39, and we only paid $34 with all taxes and fees. So we got a killer deal. What, your hands are gonna get all nasty with that, buddy? Yeah, see? That's exactly what you get for messing around in the garage. Way to go, bro. So he grabbed one of the wheel sponges, and it has all the nasty stuff on it, and now his whole hand is black and nasty, and he's like, oh, he's doing this right now. And I'm like, yeah, exactly. That's what you get for messing around out here, and I gotta get a microfiber. Here, wipe your hands off. Hold on, guys. We gotta clean his hands a little bit. He's got all that nasty stuff from tires. Give me your other hand. Give me your other hand, buddy. Come on. Give me your other hand. There you go. You're good. You're good. That's great. You just bought a 19 SE? Nope. No music while you're out here, buddy. Not with me out here. He likes to turn the radio on, and I am not getting flagged by YouTube for having copyrighted music material on the channel, so that ain't gonna happen. So that's the way it's gonna go down. What is it? You got a 19 SE. We love it. We absolutely love the minivan. We've had it. She's had it now 36,000 miles on it in a year and a half. More than a year and a half now. She bought it last January. And the GTR, I put less than 4,000 miles on it the exact same time period, so it's pretty crazy. What's done to the GTR? HQ Swift, it only has an exhaust, that's it. I still owe right at $17,000 on it, so I'm more worried about paying the GTR off. I need a 4-door daddy car for myself. I have too many 2-door cars and the motorcycle, so I need a 4-door sedan. I'm looking at the Civic Type R, unless Honda pulls a crazy thing out their butt and says they're going to announce a Accord Type R, which has been rumored at one of the next year's auto shows. That would be amazing. But you know, for now, it'll probably be like Civic Type R. I don't really want to spend a ton of money, and I think Civic Type R 34 is a good price. Is the radio old school? It's just a regular boombox. I don't know if you can see it right there. See it? That's all it is right there. He likes to, I mean, he still has tapes on it, you know, as you can put tapes in there. And I'm like, the young guys in here are like, what's a tape, guys? What's a tape? I don't know what a tape is. You want to go inside? All right, you can go inside the house. Go. 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 My son's just standing in the doorway. No, you said you're going inside. Now he's coming outside. Oh my God. Sup? How you doing, firefighter Nis? What you doing this fine evening? Can you bring us into the GTR? It'll be too dark in there. It won't look really good, Marcel. I don't know what a tape is. There you go, Aaron. That's the response we need from you young kids out there. What's a tape? That's what I want to hear, Aaron. So yeah, we've got a lot of stuff definitely planned out to actually get done here soon. I'm just hanging out right now. I'm actually excited because I'll be playing some Call of Duty here in a little bit. It keeps getting out of focus. I hate that this camera always gets out of focus. I want it clean in focus the whole time. I used a tape to aux cord for older cars I've had. Yep, in there. Hey, stop throwing stuff. My son has a real bad issue. When he gets pissed off, he literally throws things across. And I don't like that he does that. He'll take stuff. He'll take food he doesn't like, just throw it across. And I'm like, oh, hell no. You're not playing that game with me. You know, and if he doesn't like something and you're driving him nuts, he'll actually hit you. And I'm like, oh, we're going to play that now, huh? You know, so he has a real attitude problem. So it's kind of like his mommy. She gets really mad easy, and then she gets all pissed off. You were born in 2001, not to be bragging or anything. Jesus, man. You youngin', Aaron. I was working for my company for 4 years then. As a matter of fact, in 2001, the week of 9/11 is when I went to driver school to train to become a driver. I was going to be an air driver where you just deliver all the next airs and stuff. That's the same week of 9/11 was the week I was in air driver school. That morning is when we were out on the road and they pulled us over. Yeah, that's car wash. That's a G50 on there. Oh, speaking of car washes, I don't know if Brian's still on, but here, if you're looking for a good car wash over the counter, this is one of the best ones you can get right here. Really, really, really good over the counter. Great stuff right there. What's going on, Venom? What? Oh, you're looking at another car? That's McGuire's. That's McGuire's. My son's looking at everything down here. Let me put it in focus again. He's like looking at all the bottles. I have bottles like lined up everywhere around here. I'm telling you guys, I have probably thousands of dollars in products in the shelves and everywhere. So he's showing me this. Remember this stuff? He's showing me this right now, looking at the car and stuff. Here, put it back. Put it back down. Put it where it goes. Good boy. My dad old Toyota Previa had it and I had a stereo tape. Yeah, for sure. We had let's see. When my one car I had when I bought it, it had a tape player in it, and I had to actually put a CD player in it so I could have actually music. It was crazy. I had an old like 1988 Honda Accord. I bought when I was in college for something I only had it for 2 years. The thing had so many problems with it, I finally let it go. I just didn't care anymore. But it got me through 2 years of college and it only cost me $2,000, so it was worth it. And it had a tape player, so I had to remove it and had to put a regular CD player in it. Do you trade anything for the Sienna? Yeah, we traded in her 2016 Hyundai Tucson Unlimited, like the fully loaded Hyundai Tucson. We traded it for the minivan. Her Tucson was too small. We were running out of room for all the crap we were getting, so that's why we went to the big old minivan. We tested out even the biggest. We tested out the Nissan Armadas and then all that stuff. And put this down. Stop going through everything. My God, it's the only problem with having him out here. He like gets into everything and you don't want him to. He's like, sorry, don't care. My God, Nathan. He got into some chapstick now and he's trying to like mess with it. Let me have it. Let me have it. It's not for you to be using right now, buddy. Angry issues like the wife has. Yeah, that would just piss her off even more. Yes, yes. He's into everything right now. It's driving me up the wall. What's your favorite car brand? I would say either like a Honda's or like a Nissan. One of the two. Wow, I've only got 15% battery power left, so this is not going to be the rest of a super long live stream. I didn't charge it, and we were using it all day for looking around on maps and stuff. I'm pretty sure Nathan's anchor, yeah, there's no doubt. Yeah, he gets really pissed. Like, I'll get pissed off about stuff. Can you please put this stuff down? Thank you. You want to sit in there? I'm sitting there. He literally is picking up everything and handing it to me. I want to import a car so badly, but the process is so difficult. It really isn't, Brian. If you're looking to import something from overseas, It's a good importer will hook you up with all the things you need, or the people on this side of the United States will hook you up with. I forgot what the actual companies are called. So you have your basically guy that'll import the car to you, but he'll just get it into the port of your choice in the United States. After that, you have to do all the customs and stuff like that. Well, you can actually pay people to do that for you, and a good sale car importer will hook you up with the people they always use, so that you pay them the fee and they go to the government and get all your paperwork done for you. So you don't have to do anything else. You just sit there and go, here's the money for your fee. Thank you for the paperwork. All right, I'm going to the DMV, guys, to register my car I just bought. They do everything. You get the title. Everything's done. You dropped off at your house. They do everything for you. You just have to pay, of course, the service fee for all that stuff. And that's as easy as it gets. I mean, you really can't ask for much more. Essentially, every car that comes into the United States has to do that. But these big corporations, of course, already have, tons of lawyers and people already doing the paperwork for them. And so they don't have to worry about it, Anything that has a zoom in it? Nah, I've not been fond of Mazda for a couple decades now. Mazda just doesn't make anything worth a while for me. What's your least favorite part of Sienna? Nothing. It has so much room in it, tons of power. There's a 300 horsepower engine in it. It's got a lot of power to it, tons of room, very comfortable, all leather seats, power everything. It works great. There's no reason to ever hate on the minivan for sure. What else do we got? Question-wise, what else do we got, guys? What else do we got? Because remember, the power on the phone was already at 15%, so it might die soon. Have you ever heard of a brand called AutoDrive? AutoDrive is the Walmart brand. I have it right here, as a matter of fact. I have the Walmart brand. Here you go, buddy. This. See? It's the Walmart brand of car washing, car cleaning stuff. You know what I mean? Like Equate is their brand as well. Walmart's brand. They're not really the best. You can figure out it. You know what I mean? What's going on, Cody? Are you going inside now for real? You're going inside. You're not coming back out. Go. Go on. You're not coming back out though. Bye. You got the Nighthawk Rider. I paid $200 and something for it, Cody. Paid $200 and something for it. The AutoDrive tire shine works well. I don't know if I've tried that one yet. You looking comfortable in the garage. You need a comfy chair. A comfy chair, that'd be nice. It's just hot out here right now. It's very humid in Florida still. We're still well in the 80s. But it's boring. Why would it be boring? It has the body kit on it. It has the different wheels on it. It's tinted out. It would smoke that Prius or that Versa any day of the week. So it's not very boring at all. Trust me, I've beaten a lot of cars in a race. When you're at a light or whatever, you think you're gonna go around to the floor, and you're like, you ain't got the guts to beat me in the. You just wax them in the minivan. It's the funniest thing. They're like, oh, I got beat by a minivan. Oh, I'm gonna commit suicide. It's just so funny when they just get blown away by a minivan, because it's like, dude, this is a 300 horsepower vehicle. Yeah, you don't stand a chance in your little 150 horsepower car. You're gonna get blown away. Just because it's a bigger vehicle, the 300 horsepower makes up for that pretty good. It's pretty fun. Best tire products. So I don't know, man. There's so many good ones out there, Marcel, for sure. What are the basic steps for sealant? Clay bar, polish, or if you need to polish or compound, definitely clay bar. So wash it, clay bar it, compound and polish it if you need it, and then you put the sealant on. Other than that, nothing to it. It's really, really easy. What did I do the sealant on? I did it on something, but I can't remember for the life of me which car I did it on recently. Well, my mind's blank. I got beat by BMW the other day. Just if it was an M series BMW, then that's fine. You know what? They paid all the money for it. They better damn well go fast. But if it's just regular BMW, shame on you, Dalton. Shame on you. Can your neighbors hear you? No, they aren't home right now. They live in Indiana. They'll be here in the next couple weeks for the winter. They're the old people that have the Tesla. They usually show up around end of October, and they'll be here till like March or April, and then they leave again. But they're like super grumpy dumpies people. They're old people. ABS motorcycle. Neither of my motorcycles have ABS. The only thing it's going to do is help you from slipping and sliding. But honestly, motorcycles had no ABS like 100 years. You'll be fine without it. Just use your head out there, and you don't really need it because it's a couple $100 extra. If you have the couple extra bucks, you can do it. But I heard some people say it's worth it. I don't know. I've only ever ridden motorcycles. As a matter of fact, yesterday I got to ride the first Honda Monkey that the actual dealership had. They actually let me go out there to Winter Haven and actually ride. They actually let me record the unboxing and assembly of it. And then I guess you want to call it the mechanic who actually, just put the parts on that need to get few parts that need to be put on the motorcycle still, and then connecting the battery and all that stuff to it and testing it out. I was the first one they let ride, and he said nobody else is going to ride it. This is for you. It's going right back in the showroom once you're done riding it. Now he also let me ride around the building. He's like, go take it around the building a few times, and I was like, oh, I get to ride the Monkey, the brand new one. He said even the sales associates will not be allowed to ride this one. The one ended up riding at runtime around the circle, but none of those bikes had ABS either. I meant to say, do you know of a brand called Auto Drive? No, I have not. I've never heard of that one at all, DD. Where have you been? Haven't heard much from you, Martin. I've been on vacation a lot. We were up in Canada on a vacation Disney cruise. I got my Disney cruise shirt on. We were on a Disney cruise for a little over a week. Then we stayed in New York. Actually, we stayed in Secaucus, New Jersey, right across the water from New York. Then we did a little bit of New York touring, went to the Statue of Liberty. We went to the USS Intrepid, the aircraft carrier that's there next to the port. We walked all around New York City. We literally walked all the way up to Central Park. We walked to went by like Radio City Music Hall. We went by we literally walked everywhere. What's the place oh God, what's it called? The place in New York City where they always have like the winter Christmas things and that ice skate down there. Rockefeller Plaza, we went there when we walked by there. We didn't even know where we were. We were just like walking up and down the main things, and because we were looking to go to the different stores in New York. And then you're like, oh, there's that place. I've seen that on TV before. Let's go check that out, all that kind of stuff. We went into St. Peter's Cathedral, the big Catholic church, like the big, the big famous people go to get married, or they, the funerals and stuff like that. That we went there, and that place is massive. It's crazy. So we were gone for a while, and then this past week there was, the hurricane up there in North Florida, so it was really windy and cloudy here, and it kind of sucked. Have you tried the 3M product? The one that had? No, I haven't, Aaron. Have you tried Masterson's Car Care? No, I haven't, Freedom. He told me he was going to send me a copy or a product, but he never did. So shame on Greg Masterson for not hooking me up. I'm his boy, and I'll take care of him. But no, he never sent me one, so I never got one to try. So what I want to do is import MR2 Turbo, but it won't. 93 model California mandate thing is allow you to import cars that are you can. And that's nationwide, actually, Brian. That's nationwide. The only exception to the rule is if it was a very rare model or very limited quantities. For an example, you can get a very few R34 GTRs in here, but they have to come in under show and display, and you have to prove that it was a very rare model. We're talking like the V-Spec NER 2 and stuff like that under a rare color. And these wild mods where they only made like 100 of them worldwide. And so those are allowed in, but then they're only allowed to have a couple thousand miles per year on it. Then again, who's going to check those cars? You know what I mean? And two, how often are you going to drive your V-Spec 2 NER around town? You know what I mean? You're spending $75,000, $80,000 for a GTR, and then you have to spend another $2,000 to import it and go through all the paperwork garbage. And it's like, are you really going to drive it that much? You probably are like me and have more than one car, and you're going to drive those other cars. So there is ways around it, but that's a nationwide rule, 25 years. 38. It was cold in Canada. We were in the 40s, and they had frost those mornings there for sure. Who would you recommend in Central Florida to wax my car? There's a lot of people around. I know there's a couple pro detailers, mobile detailers that some of the GTR club uses, but I don't remember who they use. There's a couple of the 370Z group, the Z Club here. I want to say there's one car company called Empire Mobile Detailing. You might want to look them up. Empire Mobile Detailing. They hosted some of the events at their shop. They have a shop as well, but they do mobile detailing. You might want to check into that as well. They will actually come out to your house. I think if not, they'll be able to recommend to somebody. But that's who a lot of the Z Club guys were using. And then, like I said, the GTR guys are using a few as well because, they go to these higher-end cars, and they literally come right to your house, and they'll do it right in your garage. So you don't have to actually go anywhere. It's really nice. I'm excited to clean the cars. The van looks filthy. The blue car looks really dirty right now because it's been driven a couple weeks and not been washed. So for sure, man. Best sealant right now. A lot of the sealants are actually pretty close to each other. I'll tell you that. The three that I use, we're talking about the Masterson sealant, the Shield sealant, the Jet Seal from Chemical Guys, and the Stoner Car Care sealant. All of them very good. Honestly, the Stoner one up there, that lasted really good out in the Florida sun. We're talking it lasted probably 10, 11 months solid out in the Florida beating heat every day. And it's actually the cheapest. You can get it at Amazon now for like $19.99. Highly recommended. Easy on, easy off. Check them out for sure. If I was on the computer, I'd send you a link, but I'm not on my computer right now. Make him send you $10 to get 10 to give away. Yeah, that would be nice, Dalton. But he already sold out of his very first thing, so he's doing really good, I guess, selling them right. So he doesn't need my videos right now. You know, I'm not that cool. What's the best, easiest car sealant for the use? Any sealant is actually that I've tried is very, very easy. Easy on, easy off. You will not struggle with it at all. They literally lay it on there and then wipe it off 20 minutes later. There's no stress with any sealant I've ever used. Did you do anything on the cruise ship? What do you mean? We like travel and all that stuff. I mean, go around. It was really nice on the Disney. We're actually going on another vacation next month, of course, right around Thanksgiving time. But you know, that's of course we're in the holiday season then. How to winterize your car to prevent rust? Definitely, I'd put all kinds of sealant on the thing. I would get some underbody coating for you guys up north. Some kind of underbody coating for it to make sure to prevent all the salt and debris. Have you tried Masters Car Care air freshener? No, I haven't, man. You got to tell you guys, if you want me to try these products, you guys need to contact Greg himself and say, hey, Greg, send Accord some stuff. Because, of course, I've always tried his stuff. I mean, all his products are down there on the table. I've tried his stuff. I've supported him since he was a brand new startup company a couple of years ago. And so he just has to send it to me and I'll try it out. You know, I've got no problem supporting the little guy just as much as I'll help out the big guys, you know, if they want some stuff. Got to keep it up, man. Yeah, I got low battery. I'm getting low battery signal right now. I got 10% battery left. Do you apply sealant with a DA polisher? I normally do, but you don't have to if you don't want to. It really doesn't matter. You can get an applicator, those little UFO, like a little round applicator pads. You can apply it with there. Just a DA polisher is just a lot faster. You know what I mean? You put a couple drops on that thing and just go. Done. I'm up. I'm going to the next section. It's just that simple with a DA polisher because you don't have to put any pressure down. You're just doing this back and forth. Okay, that section's done. Let's go to this side of the car. Put on a couple more drops and it's just that much easier. You don't have to use your own power at all. It's great. DA polishers, do you go in circular side to side? That's all you gotta do, buddy. Nothing special at all. There's no circular motion because remember, the actual pad is rotating for you. So all you gotta do is just go back and forth, and just overlapping each other, the previous pass. Just keep overlapping it. Then you come back with a crosshatch pattern going back and forth this way to make sure you get it even through the whole thing. And that's it, man. There's really nothing at all to it, Cody. You're just gonna have a good time. I keep getting low battery things. They're like, please plug me in, please. But you know what? I got to hang out with you guys. I got to spend time with you guys because I didn't get to spend time with you guys for a couple weeks, and I didn't have any videos for you guys because I wasn't prepared. As the winter season gets in, I'm hoping we start getting into like the 70s during the day, so it's a lot cooler. Hell, you guys think you guys were out of videos for the last 3 weeks? My motorcycle channel people are writing me left and right, being like, when are you going to make some more moto vlogs? You know, I put the GoPro on my helmet and I ride around and I show stuff and we talk about subjects. And I haven't done that in months, I'll tell you the truth. Today's video, when I did the unboxing of the Honda Monkey, was the first one I probably had out in 3 or 4 months. So don't feel bad. You guys are way more important. It's just that on the weekend, I usually spend a lot more time with the family. I've noticed that a lot lately. I've been spending more time with the family than I have for myself. You know what I mean? Yeah, it was nice and cold in Canada, but it is hot here, let me tell you. It was tonight when we were driving home, we went to a Mexican restaurant out there in Windermere, Florida, that area of Florida. And it's right next to Universal Studios, and it was like 82 or 83 degrees on the dash, it said, and that was at night. So polisher, just go over to DA polisher and then wipe off. Yes, all you'll need is you have to let the sit for about 20 minutes on the paint to fully cure, and then you just wipe it off with the microfiber towels. That's it, Cody. No big deal at all. Easy peasy. You won't struggle at all, buddy. Excuse me. Oh, I forgot about my beard, guys. By the way, I'm underage, YouTube. I'm underage, I just look a lot older. Do you guys remember those guys from high school? They had like full beards and everything, and they were like 16 and 17 years old, and you're like, holy hell, you look like you're 30 years old. You guys remember that stuff? Damn, I still remember those kids. And guess what happened to those guys? By the time they were 30, they looked like they're 45, 50. I mean, they look so haggard because they already looked older when they were in high school, and now they're like, holy crap, you're 30 years old? It's just nuts when you see these people and you're like, damn, you look old. Or the girls who looked way older in high school and you're like, damn, you look like a 22, 23-year-old girl. And they're like, oh my God, I know, like totally. In their 30s, they just look like complete crap now. They mean complete crap. They've had a couple kids. Usually they're divorced and they're like, hey, nice guy, how you been? And you're like, fine, thanks, take care. You know, that kind of thing to them because they just look terrible now. They let themselves go. Fast finish is really good. You are 100% right about that, Panda. I have it right over here, buddy. I'll show it to you right quick. Like I said, I just line up crap around the house. I'm so bad about that. Hold on, let me pick it up. So here it is, right? You can't get this in Walmart anymore, but you can still get it in like AutoZone, Advanced Parts, and stuff like that. It's about $15. But dude, this stuff is amazing. Highly, highly, highly recommended. It is so water repellent. It just keeps the water away. It's really, really good. That way I can help you guys out in some price-wise. But if you want like a liquid sealant, for sure look at one of the other companies. The Stoner one right now I think is on Amazon for like $19. Stellar product there. Yeah, that's about right, Cody. I wouldn't die. Like you can see me, like, you know, I have full hair, like no issues whatsoever. But I've got gray starting to pop in. I don't know if you can see it. Once in a while when my hair gets longer, you can see the gray starting to pop in. But then again, I'm an old man. My birthday was last Sunday. A week ago on Sunday was my birthday. We were up there in New Jersey, and we were about to fly home. So, you know, I'm getting old myself. But, you know, that's part of life. But then again, as a 20-year-old, I could have never afforded a GTR. It's just the cycle of life. You know, when you're a young person, you want all the big boy toys, but you can't afford them. When you're older, you can't afford them, but maybe you don't want to go out there and play around anymore. Like everybody's like, "Oh, you coming out to the things tonight?" I'm like, no, I'm not interested. You know, I don't care as much. You know, I don't want to be. You know, it's like going like, "Hey, man, you want to go to the club?" And like, no, I don't want to go to the club. Like that kind of thing. Your whole mindset changes. Your body changes where you're like, I don't care anymore. I'd rather just stay at home. It's more comfortable at home than being out. It's just the way it goes, you know. Always McGuire's. It's the fast finish. Cody, I'll show you again, buddy. This stuff is an excellent spray sealant. You see it now? McGuire's Ultimate Fast Finish. It's really good. By the way, it has a 370Z on it. Which one of the guys from the National 370Z group, I remember when it popped up, the guy, he said they just gave him all kinds of free products if they could use his image. And I'm like, you're using my image on your packaging across the world, and you're only going to give me some free packages. I'd be like, give me some financial thing, you know, or a little bit of money for it on the side, you know, just a little bit. Go from there. How old am I? I am 39 years old now. I just turned 39 last Sunday. What did you say? Cable Guys or Mastersons? They're very close in quality. Some things Mastersons is definitely better on. Other things that are about the same. Fast finish. Does that box come with a microfiber polish pad? Yes, it actually comes with a black microfiber towel as well as the actual spray can inside, Cody. Can you put Chemical Guys Jet Seal on glass? Yes, you can, DD. I put it all over my glass. I put it on my headlights. I put it on absolutely everything. Sealants are made to go on everything. Okay, it's not going to hurt your paint. It's not going to change your colors. Nothing. It's not going to get on your rubber or anything, you know, the trim or anything like this. It's not going to change it, okay? So you're good to go on it, putting it everywhere you want. And it's great because when the water hits the glass, it just goes zip, and it goes straight off. It's really, really cool. Especially here in Florida when we get all the heavy rains in the summer, like you guys know we're experiencing lately. When the rain hits, it just goes zing right off the top. It's crazy. It doesn't just kind of sit there and you have to wait for the windshield wipers to push it away. It just literally goes zip, zip, and it's just straight off. It's the coolest thing ever. Did you pick up any chicks on the cruise when the wife wasn't around? No, actually, you'd be surprised. You know, I thought, you know, we're going to go on a Disney cruise. And as you guys probably know, whether you know or not, anything associated with Disney is more expensive, okay? Disney cruises are almost twice, if not 3 times more expensive than regular, let's say, Royal Caribbean, Carnival, Norwegian cruises, okay? Maybe about twice as much. So you think, oh, you're going to see all these rich women, right? I only saw a few. I only saw a few of these, like, oh my God, I married a doctor and a lawyer. I've got all kinds of money. I drive a Mercedes at night. Oh my God, you know, only very few of those. Most of those people were down-to-earth people. But then you might look at, you know, there was somebody on a cruise. I looked at the woman's ring, right, her wedding ring or engagement ring. That bitch was like 5 carats. It was just like this. It was huge. I was like, dang, you know, I'm like, there's some money in that poor woman's house. She went for the right man. But overall, it was just average Joes out there, and you know, maybe they're off, but they didn't look or they weren't rude. Everybody was super friendly, you know. So I don't know. Like I told you, we're going on another cruise around Thanksgiving. Well, right now we're looking at another Disney one, but she doesn't want to fly anywhere like last time. She doesn't. She just wants to drive straight to the port that day and drive straight from the port home once we get back. So look at going somewhere out of Florida. We're looking at the Disney Fantasy, which is their newest cruise ship. So we'll see. Gonna go scoop that side chick. Later on, buddy. For later on, I'll probably be playing Call of Duty Blackout. That's what I'll probably be doing later on because my phone's almost dead anyways. Let me see where we're at. We're at 7% battery power, so that's the way it is. Love your channel, very helpful. Thank you so much, Louisiana. I really do appreciate it. I haven't been to Louisiana in years. It's when I lived in Pensacola, I went over there a few times to New Orleans or driving through going to Texas. That bitch was like 5 carats. Dude, I'm telling you, Scott, you see some of these peoples and you're like, oh my God, when you see the rings on it, and you're like, yeah, you married the rich man. You know, 5-carat ring, $50,000, $100,000, depending on the quality. And you're like, oh man, that's money right there. So it's just the way it goes. Yeah, many rich people, you know, they might be in their house or something like that. Like, I'll give you an example. We were in Windermere tonight. Windermere is like a really rich side of Orlando, right behind Universal Studios, going that way, behind Disney and Universal. And we looked at one. We were looking at some houses in one neighborhood. There was no gate for one. You know, most of Windermere is highly gated and highly secured neighborhood. Well, this one we drove by like, oh, that looks pretty big homes. We went in the 8,000 square foot homes, and you're just like, oh my. Guys, I thought the one was just one house, and that was another house. It was the same house, and it was connected by like a walkway or whatever. I was just like, oh my gosh, she looked it up. It was 8,700 square foot. Massive. 4-car garage. Huge. I mean, flipping monster home. And I was like, dude, that's sick. She's like, get out of here before we look like we're stalking anybody. I'm like, we are stalking. Look at these houses. They're massive. But, yeah. Then the funny thing is, you go in there and you'll see most of those guys are driving like Toyotas or Hondas and stuff like that. And they have these $1 million homes. And, you know, maybe a few of them have BMWs or Mercedes, but these are like, you know, $40,000, $50,000 cars. Not like you're seeing them driving Lamborghinis. The Lamborghinis are in their garage. You know, I've been in those neighborhoods in Windermere, and you might see them out where they're washing them or cleaning them up. But for the most part, those high-end cars, they never come out of the garage. If you saw me in real life, you probably would be like, if you saw me with drive my blue Prelude, you would never think I owned a GTR. You would never look at me and say, hey, Chad's got a GTR. You know, he can afford it. You're going to look at me with the old Prelude and be like, he's just whatever. He's just a nobody, you know, and it's just the way it goes. Just because you have it doesn't mean you're always going to show it. Best microfiber you used? Anyone? Well, I'm down to 5% battery power. This thing is dying fast. I would say anything with a silk lined. So one have a long nap and one has a short nap, meaning how long the little microfiber fingers are in there long versus the little short microfiber fingers. Would you want a big-ass house for 4 or 5 people? What now? Would you want that big? 8,700 square foot? No. We're looking we're probably going to sell this house in the next year or two. Probably about 2 years we're going to get out of Kissimmee and move out altogether. It's just so bad getting around here now. Traffic is horrible. It's just not worth living here anymore. It's just too much traffic, too much of a headache to live here anymore. It takes my wife twice as long to get to work now, and it used to take her way less. She used to be able to get to work in 40 minutes. Now it takes her well over an hour every day. And on some days, it's taking her an hour and 40 minutes to get home. It's not worth living here anymore. We got to get to a different area of Florida, closer to, or at least Orlando area, getting closer to her job. But I mean, we looked at houses that are like 5-bedroom and like, you know, 4-bathroom. That'll be like 4,000 something square foot. A little bit bigger than this. 3 or 4 car garage is what I want. I told her no more 2-car garage, stuff like that. You know, it doesn't matter what people think, as long only the people that are worried about what you drive are going to care. The average Joe never cares. You know, well, here's what I learned from my dad. I'm a white man, so I can say this. White people, for the most part, don't care about their cars. They care about their houses. White people would rather spend money on their house than they would on their cars. So they'd rather have a big-ass house and drive a Chevy or a Ford than they'd rather have a Mercedes and a little rinky-dink house. You see the difference? Because the house is always going to go up in value, where the cars are going to go down in value. And that's the way the white people do things. We'd rather have money in the bank and have the bigger home, because you're going to be living in that home every day, and you're going to be in that thing for years, where probably in 4 or 5 years, maybe 6 years, you're going to get rid of that Mercedes and get a newer one. So why spend so much money on it when you can just go get a Ford or Chevy or just a Honda and be done with it? You know what I mean? That's just, it's real truth, man. But I'm allowed to say that. I'm a white man. I can get away with that. So nobody can sue me. Mexican care about chains in Modelo. That I don't know. I mean, I was at a Mexican restaurant tonight, so I don't know, buddy. Actually, so who knows? We have 5% battery left, guys. So if you guys got any questions, you better ask them fast. Even the screen's already gotten darker, so to like save power. Dude, how about right now, Master? In the back, we had a bunch of like shrub bushes that got out of control. I couldn't keep them up anymore. And there's shrubs down here in Florida called a Brazilian pepper trees. And they're an invasive species that came up from Brazil, and they take over other plants. They're like turned into like big trees, and they grow like very, very fast. And they kill off all the surrounding vegetation around them. Well, I let them get out of control, and I had to pay somebody $500 to cut them all out. And now I got to pay a different guy. He's coming tomorrow to give me an estimate to like grind all the stumps. There's 3 full of trees that grew up back there. They completely covered almost the side of the house, and we got all kinds of write-ups in the last couple of months from the HOA saying we need to cut them back. And I finally said, screw it. I'm not cutting it back anymore. I'm just going to have them cut down. So I had to spend $500 yesterday to actually have the rest of them cut back. I mean, they went off with 2 full truckloads of stuff. It was just so much back there. And now this side's got them too, and I have to have those cut out, but I'm doing one section at a time. The palm trees have to be trimmed every year. I didn't trim them this year, so we got write-ups about that too. I'm just like, screw it. I'll do a little bit at a time. Colonite win the black video. Hopefully soon. You know, I'm thinking about trying the Colonite on my my blue car. Because the blue car is out in the elements all day long. So I want to know how long it's going to last me. You know what I mean? Usually I don't park the blue car in the garage so I can leave, you know, the GTR parked a little bit further this way and there's more room. As well as I can leave the motorcycles out in the open. I don't have to fight with it anymore. Get back in focus. Next video is probably going to be sometime this week. Now that today was a beautiful sunny day, but I was spending time with the family. I slept in pretty late and then we spent time together. Mexicans cut the trees, right? No, these were actually white people, like I live out in the country, white people, Cody. They actually came in. They live way out past St. Cloud, out in the really like rural area of Florida, and they actually do a lot of tree trimming and stuff in here. And I talked to him earlier in the week. I said, hey, would you be interested? And he came back there and he gave me an estimate, and I was like, make it happen. He's like, I don't know if that's too much. He's like, it might be too much. And I was like, $500, have fun, go. Because I was like, I want those tree things gone because they were literally killing off the other stuff around it. We were getting written up. We had several write-ups about it already. Every couple weeks we get another write-up. We need to get done or getting fined. And I just say, I'm done dealing with it. I'm done trying to cut it back myself. You guys have fun. Take care. So it's all cleaned up now. It's like the light coming in the back windows now are so bright because those things are all gone. I'm like, yay, have fun, buddy. So it was worth every penny to do it. I have chainsaws, but I'm telling you, they did 2 full trailer loads, pulling a trailer in order to clear it all out. That's how much crap they had. The trailers were, I'm not lying, they're stacked this tall, and they had to put ropes over them. That's how much crap they had for those 3 small trees that grew out of control. Look up what a Brazilian pepper tree is. They are literally, they grow so fast, you can't keep up with them. They're nasty trees. And they took over the whole back bushes and everything, so I had to cut everything back. I said, I want it all gone. And that's what they did. You should put a car cover there. Nah, I'm not too worried about it. I'm definitely having the body work done probably next year sometime because the GTR will be paid off next year if I keep up this pay schedule. And that means I can afford to have the car finally. But I will be looking at another car here, 4-door anyways. That's usually how it goes, Cody. You're 100% right about that. No way, Aaron. You can go out there and do it. You don't understand how big it was. The things were like 30 and 40 foot tall, Aaron. You guys don't understand how big these things get. They grow so fast. There was 3 of them back there. And they were like 40 foot tall. I'm sorry. Nope, you go out there and do it. $500, have fun, bitches. And they knocked them out. And the bad thing is I have what's called a bougainville plant. Okay, they're really pretty plants, great little pretty flowers on them, but they have thorns all over them. And these bushes will tear you up a new one. And they were, so those trees grew up in between the bougainville plants. So you get your hands in there, they just shred your arms. And I'm like, fuck that, have fun. And sure enough, that lady had cuts all over her arms. She was bleeding and stuff from it. I'm like, ugh, no thanks. 4-door, it's probably going to be the Civic Type R because they're only like 34,000. People are now starting to sell them at MSRP. Unless Honda comes out with a Honda Accord Type R, they announce it like during the next year, one of the next auto shows. I'm hoping. There's been plenty of rumors about possibly having an Accord Type R. I would buy it in a heartbeat. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm probably going to buy that. Favorite car was the GTR, and I bought that bad boy already. So now I just want a 4-door that's still a little bit of fun. Ooh, $3,000. Jesus. Yeah, I understand where you're coming from. How about my pool in the backyard? Our pool is so damn big, we have to have it resurfaced in the spring. But they kept warning us that if we don't do it, we're gonna have to redo the whole pool, and it would cost us like $20,000 to re-gut the whole pool. And I'm like, oh God, no. So resurfacing the entire pool, they put all new concrete surface down over the old ones, and then they come back and put tiling, or the nice fancy decorative tile around the edges and stuff. It's about $5,000, and we absolutely have to have that done here in the spring. They said the old original concrete from '92 is so worn out there. You can actually see like little where the concrete is basically gone, and it's almost down to the whatever they call it that runs underneath the concrete facing that's over the pool. It's so bad because the chlorine, it actually eats away at the concrete. So money, money, money. No, the HOA is not on it, but we have to get it done. They said otherwise, if you leave it, it's going to cost you like $10,000 or $15,000 to redo the entire thing properly from the ground up. I'm like, damn, hell no. So we're just going to do it before it gets out of control. But the fact is, if we're looking to sell this in the next year or two, this house, and move to a different area of town, we have to do it anyways. You have to have the house looking really pretty and nice before somebody wants to buy it. Annual taxes here in Kissimmee are cheaper than Orlando. It's a little over $4,000 a year for this house. If we were in Orlando, it would be somewhere $8,000, but because we're in Osceola County, which is Kissimmee, in St. Cloud, in that area, it's really cheap out here. Like Kissimmee, once you pass Kissimmee and St. Cloud, you go out in the country and there's nothing. I mean, nothing for like 50 miles. It's nothing but like ranches, cattle, orange groves, as far as you can see. You just keep going that way. It's crazy. There's nothing out here. Kissimmee is like Kissimmee is the biggest city in the whole county, and then St. Cloud's right next to us, right here, and then it goes all the way out that way. I keep seeing the turtle wax banner. What do you say now? I keep seeing the turtle wax banner. Have you tried their new carnauba wax? I've tried a lot of their products. They're actually really good. Their newer products have been very, very good. Just don't get drunk. Why would I get drunk for? I don't know. 4K, not too bad of Broholic house. Yeah, it's just the way it goes, man. If it was in New York, let's face it, if this house was in New York, it'd be like $30,000 a year in taxes. The neighbor, two houses down from us, live in, I think it's Long Island or Staten Island, and they were telling us about it. They said if your house was in Long Island or Staten Island, it'd be $40,000 a year in taxes, easy. They said their house up there is way smaller than their house down here. So they say, they're like, it's worth every penny because you have more money to spend than they do in New York. You can send all your kids to because our school in our area, in our district, pretty much suck. They said you can send your kids to the best private school. They said we would do anything to have $4,000 a year in taxes. I can't believe that in 2 months already a new year. So I'm telling you, Aaron, time flies, brother. I started with my company when I was at high school in 1997, and I'm still at the same company. I'm over halfway to retirement. I'm well over halfway now. Now I'm just looking for that 35-year marker and be like, all right, guys, where's my pension at? Am I okay to retire now? And I'm out. Then I'm probably gone. The company is just kind of like, man, they don't give a shit about their employees anymore, and I don't want to be there another 20, 30 years. As soon as I'm able to retire, I'm going to be looking it up and seeing when am I able to retire, how much am I going to get per month, and I'm out of there. I'm not going to stay anymore. Yeah, for sure. Turtle Wax stuff has been pretty good, man. I learned every new stuff. Thanks a lot, Master Pander. I really appreciate that. How was your 2018, Chad? More ups and downs. I'd say we did pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't say I'm like Mr. like positive, like jumping up and down all day long. I've never been one of those kind of guys, but I'd say we've done pretty good. I haven't had any issues. We've done a lot of good. We've done 3 cruises already this year. We're looking to do another cruise in November. I've been blessed on YouTube. I've gained. I went over 25,000 subscribers this year. I've gotten so many companies that hooked me up this year with new stuff. I mean, I think I've done pretty good overall. You know what I'm saying? I can't really complain about my stuff. I'd say it's pretty good. I'm out, Brandon. I understand, buddy. I 1,000 subs a few days ago. Congrats, man. Just keep pushing your stuff and you'll eventually get there. By the way, my phone's at 2%, so if it dies, it dies. We're going to run this phone down until it is gone. So feel free to ask any questions you guys got, because once it's dead, and I won't be coming back online. I'm going to be going on PlayStation 4 and playing some Call of Duty Black Ops 4 Blackout mode, which is, of course, their Battle Royale mode. Next year, I'm going to graduate high school. Yeah, you know what? If I tell you anything, go to the junior college first. It's easier, it's cheaper, get your first 2 years out of the way, then transfer to the main university. Yeah, that's what I did, and I saved tons of money. Nobody gives a crap about where you went to college in the end. They really, really don't. Unless you're in one of those like upper crust people, like I went to Harvard or Stanford, nobody gives a damn. You're not. You don't walk around my job and go talk to the manager and be like, "Oh my God, did you go to Harvard? Oh my God, you're so amazing." I don't know where any of those managers went to college. I literally have no idea. They didn't ask me where I went to college. You see what I'm saying? So nobody cares. Save your money. A degree is a degree. Now, if you're rubbing snobs up there, and I'm a rich guy, Daddy's got me a job, he's got me into Harvard, that's one thing. I'm a Harvard grad, but nobody gives a damn. No, any store, do you look at them and be like, where's your degree from? You get it from Phoenix University? That's pretty cool. That's awesome. Nobody gives a damn. Nobody really cares. You're wasting money on these huge name things. Just get a degree. That's all that matters, as long as it's an accredited college degree. You got the new COD for? Of course I did, man. I always get them. It's great, dude. Junior college, I flew through it with like nothing but A's and B's. It was so easy. Then I went to the University of West Florida, and it got real hard, real quick. Big papers were due. The tests weren't that hard. It's just that they wanted a 13, 15-page paper done and stuff like that. They wanted a lot more written stuff, where in community college, you could just zone out like this and just take the test and you were done. I mean, the Friday before the exams, the midterms and finals, they would be like, hey, you guys don't have to come in if you don't want to, but if you do come in, we're going to be doing a review class that day. The teacher would look at us and see like 10 guys out of 30 people show up. And he'd be like, all right, guys, guess what? Where's my paper? All right, guys, here we go. We're going to go over the test right now. All right, let's go over the test. This is question 1. Write this shit down, boys. All right, what's this? Who's got the answer for it? Okay, yes, that's the right answer. And write it down, boys. This is the test, because you guys actually showed up the day before the test for the review class. I'm telling you every answer on the test. So you'd walk out with like a 99, 100 on it, and these poor saps that, the other 20 kids that thought they were too cool to go to college that day, they get, B's and C's and D's, and the damn teacher gave you every answer the day before, every single answer. You just had to write it down. You walk in that next day and be like, I know every single question. Here's this. And you walk out, turn it in, and be like, have a good semester, sir. And he's like, yeah, take care. You get a 99 on it. And then it's just, community college was so easy in comparison. Best spray wax. I've had great luck with the Turtle Wax Ice Spray Wax. I've had great luck with the McGuire's Ultimate Spray Wax. For over-the-counter, they were amazing. Any thoughts on New York, New Jersey? Very dirty. New York, New Jersey is very dirty. We stayed in Secaucus. Secaucus is like a third world country, man. Nobody spoke English. Nobody spoke English there. It might as well have been a third world country. Did you go in a dorm room? No, I just drove to college every day. It was like, when I was at Pensacola for Pensacola Junior College, it was like, I want to say 10 or 15 minutes, about 15 minutes from my house is where the community college was, and then the University of North Florida was like another 10 minutes away, like 25 minutes away total driving time. So it was like staying at home. Are you going to buy Red Dead? Yes, I already did. I already pre-ordered it. Hennessy, should I wait for the new 370Z, get the deal thing? Wait for the new one, Hennessy. Toyota or Nissan has already announced at the 2019 Tokyo Auto Show, they are going to show the new whatever Z is going to be called. 400Z, whatever it's going to be called. It will be the new Z is coming out next year. Don't buy anything. Wait. And then if you like the current Z looks better than the new one, that's when you're going to get the deals. So wait. You can wait a couple more months. It comes out in January. So that's 2.5 months away. You can do it. So I haven't gone to the live stream in a while for now from college. I totally understand, Aaron. Get your education on, man. All you have to have is a degree, and you'll make some money. Yeah, New Jersey is filthy, man. It's disgusting. What's been going on? Yeah, it's been a while, but my phone's almost dead, Kevin. I literally have like 1 or 2% battery left. 1%. It's about to die. If you have any last-minute questions, ask them now. If not, I will see you sometime during this week on a regular video. I haven't